Now, our MP Tony Clement is criticizing the local OPP for canceling a meeting about the unfounded sexual assault cases and the high number of those cases happening here in Muskoka. We reached out to him this afternoon. Let's have a look.
Well, first of all, we've got a big problem both in Muskoka and Parry Sound. We know that the number of cases that are brought to justice when it comes to sexual assault are far too low. That is to say, the number of drop cases are far too high in both Muskoka and Parry Sound. And this has become an issue ever since the Globe and Mail did their expose on this whole issue in the country. And I held a meeting with a lot of the stakeholder groups as part of my role as the Member of Parliament and as the public safety critic for the Conservative Party of Canada. It involved Muskoka Victim Services and sexual assault awareness groups and so on. And we were working together and we were trying to come to solutions by working together. That's what we do in Muskoka and that's what we do in Parry Sound. I then subsequently invited the detachment inspectors for Bracebridge and Huntsville to meet with me. First time they canceled, then they rescheduled, and I learned this morning, just hours before the meeting, that they canceled again. So I guess I'm frustrated. I am upset. I think that this is an important issue. It deserves everybody working together, and I really want to have the confidence that the OPP is taking this issue seriously and that they want to work with people in the community to come up with better results when it comes to making sure that a woman who is sexually assaulted in this area has justice, that there's some resolution other than just dropping the case. This has impacts on a number of police services, including the RCMP, which I know are not active here, but that is a federal institution. It means that Ralph Goodale, the public safety minister, is involved with this file, and I'm the public safety critic for the Conservative Party in the House of Commons. So, and I'm also I am a local leader here. When you're elected as MP, part of your job is to advocate. I try to respect provincial boundaries, but there are some cases, such as the future of the hospital, or in this case, when people in my riding, when women in my riding are getting sexually assaulted and the cases are dropped by the police, I think I should have something to say about that. And I can use my convening power, have meetings, discuss the issues, and maybe bring about a better resolution locally here. And that's what I did when I met with Muskoka Victim Services and the sexual assault awareness groups and other players. And so I wanted to continue that dialogue with the OPP, and that was denied me.
Now, most of those criticisms were actually done on his Twitter page, calling out the failure of the OPP to meet with him on this issue. So we asked for a statement from the OPP, and in an email to Cogeco News, the OPP said until the review is complete and the information has been analyzed, the OPP will not be in a position to address the matter. Now, the review that they are referring to and they're speaking about was announced back in February by OPP Commissioner Vince Hawkes, and he had announced that the OPP takes all reports of the sexual assault and violence very seriously and uses all resources necessary to conduct complete, thorough and professional investigation. Now, he goes on to say, and it's up on your screen there, quote, over the next several weeks, the OPP will review approximately 4,000 sexual assault investigation reports that resulted in the designation as unfounded between the years 2010 and 2014. We want to assure that all reports during this period were properly classified when received, that the incidents were appropriately investigated, and that the correct classification was used when the investigation was completed. Now, it will take some time to review and assess the incidents, and if warranted, we will expand the review. It is, if it is determined that any sexual assault report was not properly investigated by the OPP, they will reopen that investigation. Now, Hawkes does say that he will provide another statement at the end of the review, and again, there is no date as to when that will be.